Alright, so for the piggies in the pools things, each problem you're supposed to make a table with values and then graph it and get a function together and use those to answer your questions together. To answer the questions there. So we'll have X and Y. X is going to represent what day it is, and Y is going to represent how much money she has. So right when she starts, she only has 5 cents. But each day after that, she gets 3 more cents. And so you can count on your values being like these. And so if you were to graph that, you'd start there at 5, and you go up by 3 each time you go right 1. So right 1 up 3, right 1 up 3, and you see the lines going like so, and so ta-da, we got our line going. You notice with this one you're adding 3 each time, and since it's adding 3 each time, you're going to have a linear equation. So that's y equals mx plus b. B is your starting amount, m is your slope. Your slope is how much you're adding each time, so that's 3. And your starting amount is 5, so we have our equation here. Now that we have the equation, it gets pretty easy to answer the questions. How much money does she have after 10 days? Well, you take 10 and you plug it in for x. And so that will give you 3 times 10 plus 5, which is 35. So she's going to have 35 whole cents after 10 days. And how many days will it take her to get at least 150? Well, you gotta take your equation and put 150 in for y. And it's 150 cents, and since we're just counting everything by cents, we're going to put in 150. So now you just got to subtract 5, you'll get 145 equals 3x, and you got to divide by 3. And then when you solve that, you're going to get x equals, well, when you plug it in, you're going to get something like 48.33. Okay, and this kind of brings up the question of, should you round down or should you round up? Because, right, you can't have like a third of a day or she's going to get a penny. If you were to round down to 48, that would not be enough money. She needs more than 48 to get up to the $1.50. And so we're going to round up with this to 49 days. Okay, ta-da, 49 days. Moving on to 2, family has a swimming pool, holds 1,500 gallons of water, but starts out with 5 gallons, and you're filling up 2 gallons every 5 minutes. And so to help you out in filling out the table here, count by 5s, because each 5 minutes you're going to add 2 gallons. Starts out at 5, add 2, add 2 to 5, you get 7, add 2 again, add 2 again, and you can see what values we're getting here. So let's make a graph real quick. And on this, I'm going to count by 5s, just because I did that in my table. Okay, so when I start out, I'm at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after 5 minutes, it goes up 2. Like so. After another 5 minutes, it goes up 2. And you can see where the line's, you can see where the line's going. It goes like so. So now you have a table and a graph. It's time to write down an equation that describes what's going on. Well, this one is you're adding each time instead of multiplying, so you're going to have a linear equation. So that's going to be y equals mx plus b. B is your starting amount, which is 5. And the slope is your change in y over your change in x. So the change in y from 5 to 7 is 2, and the change in x from 0 to 5 is 5. So we got 2/5 x plus 5 for our equation. So now we have that. You can answer these questions rather quickly because you just take them, the numbers, and you plug it into your equation. So how many gallons of water will there be after 50 minutes? Well, minutes is what x is, so you're going to plug that in for x. We're going to plug it in 50. And then we'll go from there. 2/5 of 50 is 20. And then you add the 5. You're going to get 25 gallons. Okay? Well, after you got that, you need to then figure out how many minutes it will take to fill the pool. We want the ending amount to be 1,500 gallons, and so you're going to plug that in for y into your equation that you have here. Okay, so 1,500 equals 2/5 x plus 5. You got to solve for x, so subtract 5 to get 1,495. And we got to get rid of that 2/5 that's in front of the x. So divide both sides by 2/5. Divide both sides by 2/5. You're going to get x equals 3,737.5. Okay, and this is in minutes, and we're just going to leave it like that. So that's your answer there for the second question.